Oh, I thought this was going to come off.
Don't let the devil use you.
I'm not. I'm going to put this behind
The
it.
devil's a lie.
Is that
The
okay?
devil was a lie.
You see all of
The
that?
hell
Let me see
you
everybody.
preach.
We
I'm
can
trying.
see Chrissy a little bit. It's just a
It's going to be a glare anyway.
Yeah.
So you
It's
won't
gonna
be
be
able
a
to see
glare.
my face.
Do you want me to put it on that?
Yeah.
I think that's a stronger foundation. Hey, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get Dionté's phone together.
Hello.
Y'all will see exactly who we are in a minute. I'm sorry, you guys. In case you're like, who is this girl?
If you in the comments, grab a cup. It's Sunday. Okay.
Step up your cup and throw your hands up. I'm gonna move over to you a little bit more, just so you can see it. Chrissy, move in a little bit.
We live. Don't do that.
Move in a little bit, Chrissy.
Okay, I'm gonna do this often.
Like that.
All right, that's
You think that's better?
All right. All right.
I just might gotta scoot up some. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
See me?
All right,
Yeah.
now we ready to rock
All right.
and
All right.
roll. Cut. There.
The ghetto.
You guys pray for me. They're about to wear me out with laughter and a big humor. I promise you. We're about to have fun.
Oh,
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yes.
It's Sunday. We back.
Yes.
And
We
we back
bite.
again. And as y'all see, we got a guest. Y'all know I get a little lit when we get a guest.
Yes, we do.
Okay? I am Chrissy, bitch.
And it is I, Anna.
And together we are.
To each his own.
Yeah. This sexy, handsome gentleman
Oh,
to
stop.
my left.
Stop.
And to his right.
Oh, me. Stop.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the world and to our audience before we go too far? Because, we can get the cackling on.
Right. Why not? I might as well introduce myself.
Why
I'm sitting
not?
here,
Why not?
So I am Dionté King, writer, director, award winner, may I add. 2 award winner, Spiral award winner.
Oh.
And I'm here to have a good time and talk about life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of you viewers are going to be able to relate. Because we was talking about some interesting things before we got on here.
Yes.
So, where y'all want to start?
Well, we'll jump right into it, Anna. We want to jump into listen, what's going on in the streets. So we like to start off with what's going on in the streets. And right now, of course, this is, you guys see this, it'll be July. So it'll be Black Leaders Awareness Day. That'll be coming up on July the 18th.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I think that's a dope. I think you're a good representation
Okay.
of that in your craft, in your field as a writer, director, producer.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing about your craft?
Believe it or not, my favorite thing is when actors come to me after we go our separate ways. I like to see them surpass me, and the reason being because they listened, they was obedient, and they took everything that I gave them and they soaked it in and made it into a weapon.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And leadership is important. If you're going to leave me and go your separate way, have leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Have honesty towards yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
if you're not honest with yourself, you're not going to be honest with the craft that you're trying to put out there. You understand what I'm saying?
Say it.
So that is important to me. I don't feel threatened. I don't feel no type of way. It's like I did my due diligence. So I pat myself on the back. You know what I mean? That's important to me.
As you should.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I already know I'm a heavyweight in myself. I'm going to be honest with you. I do my thing.
Talk your shit.
You know what I mean? I do my thing. I take my time. Then as I write, I put myself in the viewer's shoes.
Okay.
What y'all might want to hear, something y'all might can relate to, something that, a topic that's kind of afraid to be talked about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And we're going to talk more about that later down the line in regards of my show.
Okay. All right.
I
All
like
right.
it.
So thinking about Black leaders, even though we feel like you are a great Black leader with what you do and how you basically you're telling a story about so many people that you come across, so many people that you probably know, people that you've made up in your head with different parts of people that you do know. It's just so interesting to me how people bring things to life on paper. So what do you feel like in real life? Who do you think is a good example of a Black leader?
I can honestly see the Obamas.
I know that's right. Come on, man.
You know what I mean? And one thing too for certain, I know y'all heard this before, when the Obamas was in office, and dear God, we missed them. I like how Michelle held her own.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't need permission from Barack. If anything, he stood behind his woman,
Mm-hmm.
his lady, his wife, his his best friend.
Crack the whip.
He could. No, it wasn't even needed. You know what I mean?
It wasn't
like
no.
It was like they took turns in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
You seen that? Look.
Is that Jesus taking the wheel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I'm just making
Jesus
sure.
took my car note, so like it's just like.
What are we doing?
Let me just touch the hem of
Right,
his garment.
right. You know what I mean? And Jesus, why you take this car note, pay the oil, change, everything else, do what you gotta do. Just take it. He's the warranty, you know?
What you gonna say?
Exceedingly abundantly. So that's great. I like that answer because I do feel like a lot of like my favorite black leaders are the up and coming people, the people who are like getting themselves into gear and just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna put my people on. Yeah. Those are my favorite black leaders. The black leaders of today, the people who are trying to make a way and pave a way for the people who are coming behind them and the people that they are bringing on board. So shout out to y'all, whoever you are. If you know yourself and you believe in yourself, keep on believing in yourself and keep pressing forward.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I felt the spirit shift. Yes. I enjoyed that.
Yes.
Right.
I felt like that
was from God.
Somebody. Yeah, I feel like that really spoke to me. I felt the spirit shift. You know my
God put that on my heart. I had
up there. Yeah, my discernment is up there. So y'all really just touched something.
And let me just throw this one thing in here, and this is for the managers that's out there. And I don't care who you are, but I gotta say this. That's what's off my chest. You cannot be a manager without leadership.
Come on.
So whoever you may be, who I'm talking to,
or you think you are,
or you lack some things, practice leadership, because just the management part, you're not going to be taken serious. I just think that's something you should think about, or y'all should think about. All right, next.
And on that note, okay.
And of course, you are our boss of the week. So tell the people where. Well, you know what? They'll be able to find you at the end. We'll let them know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to jump right into
the first topic?
Yep.
You think so?
So
all right now.
We're talking about leadership and the different characteristics of it and your creative form and your industry, like producer, writer, director, all of those things. So let's get into the creativity piece just a little bit. So I saw a question and I thought that it was really, really good to bring to the table. And it more so came from the aspect of just people in general and how they socialize with one another. Mm-hmm. But for you, and in your perspective, and again, within your respective industry, what does being boring mean for a man? Because, and let me give you a little bit of the background. The question asks, what does boring mean to man and woman? It's two different things.
Right.
Yes.
From two different perspectives. So for you, define what does boring mean? So if you had, someone coming to audition for you, or even if it's just someone maybe auditioning for your life to be a part of it in general, in some certain aspect. What's boring to you? What wouldn't draw your attention?
What would not draw my attention?
Define boring.
I don't know if necessarily it's boring, but it kind of agitates me. Cockiness.
Oh.
Cockiness agitates me. And because, and I'm going to tell you a word that agitates me, so I'm going to get to that. Cockiness agitates me because you already showing me that you're not going to do what you need to do. You know what I mean? You're doing, my story for the wrong reasons. So if I sense cockiness, it's like swiping on a dating app. Next, swipe left, Mm-hmm. Another thing that's boring to me, you're coming to an audition, aka interview. So why are you not selling yourself to me?
Got you.
You know what I mean? I want to see your skill. Exactly. Yes. And that's lacking nowadays. That's lacking every industry, honestly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's lacking.
Yes. Underselling yourself is yes. Mm-hmm. That's very boring. Yes.
That's just like me coming on the show. Hi
right.
guys. Writer, director.
Like, Dan, tell me who you are.
Yeah. Can we get a... Can we see who you are a little bit?
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
Exactly. And I always give people these tips. I actually learned this from my last job. Before you do anything, know the why.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Know the why. Because if you know the why, you know exactly what you're about to do.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense?
Yep.
So I always try to feed, people. Well, I actually give myself that. Why am I in here? I don't just say the basic, I got to pay my bills. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I'm trying to grow. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to spread my wings. Mm-hmm. In order for, a bird to go out there on its own, it gotta watch the mama bird, daddy bird, things like that. You know what I mean? Any other animal in nature, things like that. Such as us humans, growing up, we watched our moms, grandmas, whoever raised you, do things.
Yep.
And you like, I want to do that one day. You know what I mean? And what did they say in return? Be better.
There it is. Because the whole time we didn't even know they was on autopilot.
Right.
Yeah.
That part.
And it's interesting that you say autopilot, and it's interesting that you said being cocky, it wasn't boring, but it agitated you, because I can even go as far as to say being cocky is a level of being content, because you think you're so fucking great, so you're not teachable or coachable, or not willing to go farther than where you already are. That's boring.
Absolutely.
You don't want to go anywhere
because you
farther.
think you're so great, you can't exceed what you've already completed.
Exactly. Like, so you won't do anything else greater. You don't see anything else greater. You're fucking boring. Like, it's always something bigger, better, greater. Life is up to the heavens.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I mean? So if you I'm so this, I'm so that, and you just stuck there, bitch, you ain't cute.
If you guys, I'm not going to say, but if you guys can read my mind, you know, I'm like this. We'll call you. We'll call you.
No, the fuck we won't.
In my head, I'm like,
No, thank you. Thank you, but no.
Do you think it's a borderline between being cocky and confident? Do you think there are certain things that are there or lack thereof that makes one person fall on one side of the spectrum versus the other?
So basically, lack of balance.
I mean, because somebody could say, "Oh, I'm so confident," and they could come off to you as like, "Oh, this person ain't gonna take no direction from me. I'm trying to make, this character. I have this vision for this character. Yes, they're a good actor, but do I really feel like they're the selling point for what I want this character to portray? Because certain actors bring out different things in characters. I really do feel like the actors do bring all that shit to life.
Yes.
So I don't ever want to take away from that or the writing at all at the same time, because it's a cohesive unit.
I think.
However, I think there are certain times you're like, they would have been great, but they just didn't get me on that selling point. Does that make sense? I know I don't play right, but
no, it does make sense. Basically, the answer to that, if you're going to be cocky and comfortable and everything else, the C words,
yeah,
you got to come up with a balance then. You know what I mean? You got to come up with a balance. Because I can be cocky. I knew this play that I wrote, I knew it was going to be the shit because it's the truth of things that I heard and faced of my own. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yeah, we'll do this. But the other side is, all right, that's the cocky side, but the side is confidence, like, I know I'm talking to somebody in that fucking audience. You know what I mean? So you see, like, if you come in here and audition for me, you cocky, you showing me, that you can do it, things like that. The other confident side is, it kind of, confident can be mixed up between confident and professional, meaning they can ask questions in regards to the role and probably end it. So what you expect out of me if I get the role? So that will make me raise my eyebrow like, okay, this seems serious. Yeah. You know what I mean? So then I'll shoot them with questions. Well, my team would. I just sit there and just listen how they answer. Because how they answer, how they present themselves is very important to me.
Very key. Absolutely, I would imagine so.
Mm-hmm.
But and I would have to respect the person that could shoot questions to me, because I feel like the very first time I ever intimidated anyone in the interview was when I started asking questions. Niggas was looking at me like, what?
Questions are...
I think that question piece is a combination of what you both said, and that's what represents the balance. When you question or you challenge something and you're confident in it, you just show that you're coachable and that you're teachable.
Exactly.
And I think that's the balancing act and the balancing key between cockiness and confidence. Because they both can, again, like you said, be very face front, presenting the same way. But when you get into certain atmospheres or when certain things or acts are required of you, who's going to really... All right,
who's going to rise to the occasion versus who's going to fold?
Exactly.
Like the laundry.
And the person who's going to fold is the person who was just cocky. You thought you just showing up cute and you having the ability was going to get you here. No, you have to take the next step. You have to be willing to go the fucking distance.
Yeah, push your limits.
Push your limits and not be content
with just
where you are right now. And then you so
so familiar.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, we broke that down, y'all.
Break it down. That's the formula to that. You know?
It's
Hanging on
1999.
1990.
All the people's out there listening. Y'all people's listening.
They listening. They listening. Hey,
For
y'all.
And we really went from describing what boring is to just the simplicity of what righteous is. Like, really, how do you show up and show out?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's a very thin line between, boring, just doing what it takes, and going above and beyond.
Because it steps to
Bottom up, exactly.
Exceedingly.
Come on.
Abundantly. That's my one of my favorites. Oh, shit.
Hell, man, we're about to come off anyway.
We
seen enough, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, listen.
You've seen enough. Bye-bye.
The link, we're going to finish. The link will be out later this week. I promise you guys will get it. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Say bye.
Exit. So.
Whew, Anna, you put this last one, this next one in here, so I went go ahead and bring it to us. Hit this one.
Okay. And this is for any kind of relationship, so I don't want everyone to strictly think romantic or strictly platonic.
Yeah.
This is a realm of both. So, love is not a relationship. It is the quality of your life experience. How do you feel about that quote within itself? Because I don't know what I was watching yesterday, but it hit me in the head like an anvil, and I just had to put it in there. I'm like, even if we don't use it for today, I love it because it's like, I can agree with that, me personally. But what do you feel when you first hear that?
Read the question again, sorry.
Love is not a relationship. It is the quality of your life experience. That is layered.
I never heard it that way. Because, honestly, who knows what love is? You know what I mean?
Right. But this is how I perceived it. I felt like that was so... It was leaning to more towards the truth because it's like, you can't just put it on one certain relationship. Although you might use those as a guy. Like, this person loved on me so much. They was here for me for this, that. They understand this, that. We just lead with love in this relationship. And it doesn't necessarily have to just be romantic. It could be platonic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, it's like, yes, it is the quality thereof of the relationships that I have in my life. Yes.
Yeah.
What they mean to me. Because a lot of people say quality over what? Quantity. So even if I have two people in my life who I feel are rock solid, it could be my significant other, or it could just simply be two friends that I hold dear to my heart. And these people really love me for who I am. Mm-hmm. That is so important. So again, love is not a relationship. It's the quality of your life experience. Damn. Yes. And love is also not a sweet and sugary thing all the time. It has those bumps and lumps and bruises. So the quality of all those things mixed together, and it gives you that quality. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? How do you feel about that? You don't get the answer.
Because you broke it down.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I was supposed to shut up.
No, that's a tough question because it's like, honestly, maybe because I didn't get a chance to let it marinate.
But go ahead. Just talk. Go ahead.
Don't you really broke that shit. Right.
So I feel like love is not a relationship. It's the quality of your life experience. What does that mean to you? When you first heard that, how did that make you feel? Because obviously both of you said you never heard that before, and neither did I. But it definitely puts shit in perspective for me.
But that's what I'm saying. The way that you broke it down, I probably would have, hearing you talk, I would have eventually gotten to that point. Because especially once you got to the point where it's just like, it's not about the quality, it's the quality. I'm like, yeah, because you can... I was thinking about somebody who never gets, maybe in older age and never got married in their life. But when you get to the end of their life, they have so many people who show up, let's say like their funeral or something if they pass. There's so many people that show up and tell so many loving stories about how they impacted their lives. And I'm like, that's a person who you didn't have to be in a relationship to exude and to inhale so much love. Mm-hmm. So I started thinking about a person like that.
Absolutely. And I also think that even speaks to how multifaceted a person can be. Because when you think about people in your family, for instance, that we all have cousins who we love and adore. Oh, my favorite cousin. And then there's the black sheeps of the family, the people that we don't deal with. When you go to work, they may be that place's high point. They might be the pinnacle of their day. They might come with the best, freshest ideas. They may be a team player, and the whole time and as far as being a member of family, it's just like, I don't get along with that person, but at work, they're a completely different person. Mm-hmm. And when they move on, it's like, oh my God.
Because we never gave them a chance.
We just
simply labeled. We either simply labeled them by, seeing what they do, like the dumb shit, or we just listen to that miserable ass aunt or uncle or cousin. The list goes on.
Absolutely. Or it could be that God ordained it for them to be like an instrument in that area of their life too. Mm-hmm. It could be like, all right, family life, you ain't gonna be, this and that shit. But when at work, you're gonna be such an instrument they can't ignore it. You're gonna shake the room. It's like bringing the walls of Jericho down. Like, oh, this person was so instrumental in like how we did this, we did that, and the family looking like, well, damn, we ain't know none of that. This nigga had all this going on, we ain't know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It just gets to be scary, and I feel like it's more of that so often, like, as far as, like, in this era, because we're connected, but we're disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
You know
more
what I'm saying?
Disconnected. More so.
You think so?
Yeah, and I think the pandemic played a big part in that.
We just said that. Go more into that, brother. How do you feel like that, affected people as far as connectivity?
Well, we was forced and chose, because some people still know what they wanted to do in this pandemic, but we was forced to isolate. We was forced to stay away from each other. So, honestly, our minds was racing like 85 miles per hour, whereas though we didn't have no control. So we just did what the brain made us or have us do. You know what I mean? So isolation was one of them. Like, oh no, I ain't going near nobody. I ain't going nobody. Like, it was the isolation did more damage than we think.
That did. Okay, I can see where that would come from. And I know Chrissy thinks that too, because we talk about that often, like how people, like the 180 people have done. Like, it's like, even with like socially, emotionally speaking, like how people even deal with one another. I just said something to somebody. I said, yo, within this last week, I have witnessed 3 people get hung up on by somebody in customer service. Literally.
Wait, by the representative?
Yeah. Yes. People don't know all different industries, all different companies. That's what made it so interesting. And I paid attention to that. Subconsciously,
but
I don't know.
I believe it, because my tolerance for people has minimized too.
But no, not even that. I can honestly say I was trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, so is it something this person is saying? Is it their vernacular? Is it the way they're approaching the situation? No, they weren't being rude. They were asking literal questions that should be asked of that person. It was within the scope of their duties. So I'm just looking like, this person really had the balls to hang up. I'm like, wow, like literally click. Yeah. It happened 3 different. It was a phone company, a company that sells parts for construction, and it was a health insurance company.
Oh, wow.
All 3 different. Hung up, click. I'm like, yo, quality assurance is a thing. What the fuck is happening with your employer right now?
Quality assurance ain't assurance. It ain't assurance shit.
Right. Like, are they doing their job?
No, they not. That's what I'm saying. Quality assurance.
Because I work for customer service. You know how many times I'll be wanting to pull the plug out?
And you don't.
But I don't. Because that will cost you your job.
Absolutely.
But it's only going to cost you your job when you know, because quality assurance is doing their job. Mm-hmm. And I say this all the time, and the pandemic did take this away. Nobody wants to fucking work anymore. People who do want a job just want to get paid and everything. They want everything to be remote. They want to work from fucking home. But you don't have no skills to work from home.
Mm-hmm. You got to be real with yourself.
You're not going to be sitting at the computer anyway.
People literally want to get paid to do nothing. Mm-hmm. So that is what's taken away from fucking people. That's really what it is.
And people want things handed to them for free.
Exactly. And nobody's being held accountable for anything. Jobs are fucking struggling to hire. So you're keeping people on board who should be fired realistically, because they're all you have.
And they have not performed well.
Exactly. They're all you have, so you're keeping them on board. But it's costing your fucking business. Literally, that's why, if you think about it, that's why there's so many fucking jobs that's open, but so many businesses still shut down.
Absolutely. Because a lot of these businesses, they aren't integral from the beginning, though.
Exactly.
It's all about a check.
All the pandemic did was bodies. Expose, the
mission statement got to sound good. But, however, when it comes to these numbers, we need these numbers.
Okay?
It's the bodies in the seats answering the phone call.
Because I'm going to be honest, since we're going to keep it real, I have argued with a couple of customers because, I get it. You're frustrated. I get it. Mm-hmm. I get that part. Mm-hmm. But when you constantly keep talking over me, when I'm trying to help you, because I'm willing to help. Yes. But if you're willing to talk over me, talk at me, and then, it's like, all right, at this point, this is becoming combative. Like, where do we go from here?
Where do we go?
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then when you can't, and honestly, it's almost to a point where you can't really say nothing. You can't even say, "Good afternoon, thank you for calling." You can't even say that because.
And I know somebody that got penalized for that. They actually took the call, allowed the person to berate them for minutes on end until they were finished. And when the person said something like, "Oh," because the person was like not saying anything, they said, "Oh, are you there?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure. I'm just waiting for you to finish your statement so I can move forward and help you."
Because if
they were penalized for that though.
But that's
because
fake. That's contradicting. Because at the end of the day,
they didn't apologize.
No, and he or she shouldn't. They shouldn't have.
Morally speaking, we feel like that, but I don't feel like corporate feel that way.
Well, corporate, y'all need to kiss somebody's ass. At the end of the day, y'all done got me started. At the end of the day, y'all don't deal with half of the stuff that we do.
Okay.
Y'all don't even deal with a quarter of the stuff we do.
Okay.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's contradicting.
Yeah.
Seriously. So this is what I'm saying. I think everybody that's in corporate office just sitting there ordering nasty ass food. Y'all need to get your asses on the phone for a week and understand what we go through.
Yeah.
Because it's not about the money. It's about your mental right now. Mm-hmm. And that's not right.
And that was the absolute bottom line. Mm-hmm. A lot of what COVID has shown and proved to us with jobs, entrepreneurs, all of that, it's not about the money. It's about the mental.
It's not.
It's about the mental. If you're keeping a 9-to-5 corporate, you got to change some things around. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're on the hiring side of anything, production, you have to make sure that the self-care and the well-being of anybody who you're working with or that is working under you is respected and that they're
protected. Respected and protected.
And let's talk about the training on these jobs. Let's talk about it.
It's almost non-existent.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's like, no, honestly, for real, it reminds me of college. 1,000%. You want to know why? I cannot say that. I cannot stress enough how great of a department that my university had for the major that I was in. However, at the very same time, when you immerse yourselves in these communities that you have come from personally, imagine a person who isn't familiar with that coming into these same communities and tell me your experience versus their experience versus the outcome. Y equals MX plus B, bitch. And the slope continues to go down.
I think the slope is...
I ain't never used it a day in my life till today. It was very useful.
Yeah, very, like say. And, you know, and another thing, too, that bothers me. I'm glad we're on this topic. Back to corporate. Y'all are so worried about a bonus at the end of the year. That shit drives me fucking crazy. Like...
You want to know why? Because they understand there are corporations who don't get bonuses at all. So that's why they're like, no, we need to keep these bonuses because we know at the end of the day, they know that the job that you do, you should be getting paid a lot more money because they don't have to deal with the same population that you do. That's just the realest part of it that I can just point out to you.
At this point, it's not about money. It's about mental.
For us all day.
You can say...
For us all day.
Yeah, you can say, I'll pay you $55 an hour. Fuck that $55 an hour because at the end of the day, I'm going home to fuck mentally burned out.
Mm-hmm. From keep going back and forth.
Right.
With
and unfortunately, all of that, again, when we talking about
She's
quality
so
earlier. No, because when we talking about quality, all of that just really goes back to the fact that nobody's really getting what they need. I don't want the money if I can't do anything else with it.
Absolutely.
Like, we're not in a get rich or die trying. That shit is over. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not gonna die trying to get rich off no fucking 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
It's not worth it. People are going to live to do what makes them feel good mentally versus whatever makes their pockets feel good.
Because what do you have when you get home? What do you have?
Exactly.
People who think like us, but other people no. There are a lot of people who do these jobs who are in debt, who went to school for years and racked up on student loans, who are unhappy. They may say that their salary is such and such and such and such, but they owe this person and that person and this person and that person, and they're just trying to keep the fuck up. There's a lot of people out here who are living that life. You look at them like, oh my God, they must be making so much money. And when in reality, they're not. Their bank account does not reflect that, nor do they have the assets. You know what I'm saying? True. The assets is something different. It adds a different value, it adds a different aspect to a different layer. But when you don't have the assets to back that up and your bank account doesn't reflect that, also, it begins to make you like, it's a sinking feeling. I could only imagine. Like, oh my, like I'm constantly giving so much of myself. and I'm constantly, you know, meeting these requirements, but like my bank account and what do I have to show for? What do I have to show for, honestly? Morally, financially, emotionally, and physically. If a bitch look run down, it's like, damn, at the expense of this job, are you sure? Like, girl, you was doing good 5 years ago. You look like you look like 15 years.
That's why your choice.
It's only been 5, but you look 20.
So how the fuck you're going to end up
there you go.
on a day basis.
There you go.
Because whatever choices you make are going to affect how the fuck you. If you make a choice not to go to fuck to work for a whole week, knowing you ain't got no PCO, when your check look different at the end of the 2 weeks,
you go.
You're going to feel some type. You know what I mean? All of that and it goes the same for anything. It's contradicting.
It is.
So the choices that you make have to be very, very, very distinct.
Mm-hmm.
You should
to
say
not
that say that a little bit louder because
for the people in the back.
Clear cut, concise.
No, exactly. Because at the end of the day, people react off emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And the best advice I can tell y'all out there: when y'all leave that job for that day and start over, because the next day there's a possibility it could be better. So when I leave my job at 7:15, I don't talk about it.
There you go.
I go home.
Yeah.
I wrap myself in a peace of mind that I deserve.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And sometimes it's about.
On my way to
we
the
talked about that. We talked about that. You know, sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's cartoons.
Where you at?
Yep.
You know, it's
It's Big Mouth.
Right.
It will not
Find your happiness.
Yo, I just started Cruel Summer. Walk with me. Pray with me. Don't play with me. Thank you. Cruel Summer is good, but anyway.
It's amazing. But
Did you watch it too?
I was talking about something else.
All right, well, go ahead. Oh, get out. Oh, shoot. I was talking about Hulu. You knew I was talking about Hulu. So
I'm glad y'all actually did that because I didn't know which the fuck y'all was talking about. Which this or that y'all was the fuck talking about.
Oh
Okay?
my God.
I had no idea. I'm like, okay, I thought I knew what y'all until he was like, oh no, I said, oh shit, okay, maybe she was somebody like that. Okay. So
she done put it into perspective for everybody.
Okay.
FYI, I literally just met these ladies a month ago.
Yeah, just a month ago.
Just how they are. They were loud. And you know, normally when you hear a loud individual, you be like, damn, who is that? But it was funny loud. And we talked for like 3 hours that day?
No, it was more than 3 hours.
Dionté,
it was like almost 5.
We talked. The chemistry was so amazing. We could not stop talking. We kept like, all right. What else can we talk about? It was that amazing. So it's an honor to be here with you.
I know that's right. Come on, break it down, brother, in the middle. Yeah.
I'm glad you came back.
He knew.
Come support my
and come
girls.
support him
Come
too.
support my girls
Absolutely.
because they deserve it. It's not a lot of, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm raw with certain truth. It's not a lot of us blacks doing what we need to do out here.
There you go.
And one thing too for certain, a lot of us are not taking accountability in the situations that y'all are in. It's, you know, and no, nobody over here is no Uncle Tom. It's the fucking truth. Let's keep it real. Y'all need to take accountability out there. Because at the end of the day,
I know that's our favorite word over here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Accountability. So it's like, you know, stop. Nobody owe you shit.
Nope.
There you go.
Nobody owe y'all shit. Nobody owe us shit.
And work.
It's not easy. No, it's not. But would you rather like literally lay there and expect some type of handout because you know that free ride will eventually stop if it haven't already.
There you go.
You create your ride.
Yep.
And if you're getting a free ride, it's somebody else creating and dictating what the fuck you can do and can't. Exactly.
I got one word: consequences.
There you go.
Consequences.
Here we go.
So what we rolling into, homie, for first or second? What we doing?
So I think the second going with the I think the this or that might put us right where we need to be.
Go ahead.
So we like to play a little game.
Okay.
What it ain't jigsaw. What would you like to play?
I'm about to say shit like.
Okay.
Like, should we cut the cameras off? Because I didn't know.
No, not cut the camera.
Because I was about to say, it's just like, you know, where's the key? I'm like, wait.
Now where's the key?
I seen
it.
it.
Like, this is the escape room.
Right.
Get out of here. So, no, it's just a little this or that. Just to kind of get to help the audience and us continue to get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
But just to, you know, also kind of see where your head is with some things.
Okay.
So, some lighthearted stuff and some things that'll make you go,
Okay.
So, light start, night or morning?
Can I say both?
I'm a bust you in the
No.
face, Dionté. You lucky you ain't got no liquor in front of you right now. Because I'm like, we don't even do
it. Have to take a shot.
Okay.
We understand
right.
it was hot today. We understand.
Yeah, so we give you a break today.
All right, morning.
You lucky we
Morning.
catch you. Okay.
Okay. Reality shows or documentaries?
I'm actually leaning towards documentaries now.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Reality is becoming too script at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not too real.
Yep. Play or stand-up? Comedy stand-up show.
Play.
I figured you was gonna be biased on that one.
Me too.
I was trying not to, but I went to a comedy show and that one.
The fact that I actually wrote a this or that and deleted it is the funniest part, and half of this shit is what I put on there.
That's funny. Ambition or comfort?
Ooh. This is probably about
Things that make you go,
Right, because you can't go wrong with either. You can't pick both.
You ain't both. You
They
ain't Drake.
don't love me
You
for
ain't
my
Drake. You ain't
ambition.
Gucci.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
both.
Dionté, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Damn, I'm gonna go with ambitious.
Okay. They gonna let me from over here, Wale.
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriends or guy friends?
Which one? I know we both have pros and cons.
Right.
It's a hard choice, ain't it?
They
For
both
me,
work
it's
my
hard,
nerves.
too.
They both work my nerves.
Oh my God! Yes.
I got more girlfriends than girlfriends than.
Okay.
I don't know with guys because I don't like you bitches.
Fuck you too, bitch.
You know she lying. You know she lying.
She loves me.
If I could take a couple women on the guy side, maybe, but I don't know.
Guys, it depends. It depends. Some guys they.
But like that with both, it depends.
Yeah. And see, you know, I said Sagittarius. We know we ain't.
It starts at
Right. You be like, I ain't doing this today. Like,
not today. Not next week.
Fuck today. All right, go ahead.
See the future or change the past.
See the future. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you look at the past as a lesson. So moving forward, you like, you can't do that no more. You can't go that way no more. And to catch it early on, going forward, like it might be something familiar to you. Like I did that in the past one time, and it got me here. So now we won't take this turn. So,
And like I always said in school, people hated history, but that's the one subject you never had to fucking take no curveballs. It only happened once.
nah.
So it was the easiest. So it was no excuse. And when I always said it to people just would be like,
Change.
they will be almost insulted. But it's the truth though. It
past
only
is
happened
memory.
once.
Yeah.
Right. But you know what, nowadays though, when learning that they lied to us about a bunch of shit, it's a little tricky and sticky when it comes to history. I'm not gonna lie.
No. I'm not
Really?
saying that. But like as far as like the history that they teach us,
No, I
and the things that happened in the past, it's definitely still ongoing. But when you're thinking about the past and you're talking history itself, it's like it already happened. It's nothing for you to like.
Right.
There's no formula that you have to insert.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just gotta relearn some things.
There you
because
go.
There was just so many lies that we were fucking. So like, bitch, this ain't the truth. Run me the ring.
It can be a mistake in a lesson.
There you go. It can. That's why I like what you
guess.
said. I like what
She
you
ain't
said.
trying to hear that.
I guess it's like I guess.
So what you picking? Money or love?
Yeah.
Love.
All right.
Really?
Because at the end of the day, money always equals happiness. Money don't
It,
always
neither do
equal
love. Hell.
happiness. It depends on who's riding.
There you go.
Right.
Money is not a person.
Yeah.
Money do not solve every single
But
problem.
it can buy me some people that I like.
It can.
Yeah, that's true.
But like it's a lot of people who have money who are unhappy as shit.
You for sure. But it's a lot of people who think they in love and unhappy as shit too.
That's why it
that
depends
too.
on who's riding.
There you go.
I see that. Love. For me, it's gonna be money because most people piss me the fuck off.
Money piss me off sometimes because when the bills call, I'm like, come on, I just
That's
paid
true. But at least I know they coming.
Right.
They're gonna do the same thing every month.
Right.
It's the bills stay solid. The bills don't change up on you unless they try to go the fuck up, and then I gotta get the people behind the bills.
Right, but love can set a decent
Precedent.
foundation for the whoever
Set a
it is.
precedent.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
it can.
It don't necessarily gotta be a lover. It can be family, like you said earlier.
Mhm.
So
Yep,
Love.
non-romantic, platonic relationships,
So I don't like nobody
familial
like that.
relationships. So last one: words or actions.
Actions.
Absolutely.
Actions.
I like the way you
Now,
think.
you know what? I was a little perturbed at how you might have went with it.
No, actions.
As a writer and a director, because you put words to paper and other people have to act to bring them into fruition. I was interested as to which way you were going to go.
But you got to think of it from a perspective of him too, also on another
I
scale.
was. That's why I was interested.
But you bring the actors in to make the words come to life. So for me,
I don't know which one you like better. Did you like what you put on paper, or did you like how you see it come alive?
Action is more broader to me.
It is.
Words is like, I can say, all right, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow, and then I don't show up. Because what's important as a man, all we have is our word.
Oh, yeah, for sure. From a regular,
But-
like, I was strictly.
but I know
I may not have saw him at
Right.
8:30, but
Yeah.
4 o'clock I saw his ass.
Right.
There you go.
But I can see why you thought what you thought, but no, actions.
Yeah, and from a general life perspective, I definitely would say action as well. But I was thinking, again, more from your creative standpoint. I was more so interested as to what you
Right.
were
With the
gonna
word,
say.
yeah.
And that's my favorite line when we rehearsing.
Action.
And there you go, action. Let's see what you got.
Action, I like that. So that was the this or that. It wasn't too bad, was it?
No, I actually like that.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely coming back. Who's coming back?
Come on, come back.
So, but what I'm interested in, what did you have to bring to the table?
Oh.
Yes. We did mention.
Oh, you did mention
Yeah,
something,
there
so
was
we're going to save
something.
that for last.
Because
Yeah.
we had another topic on the list, but we can kick that. We can kick that back.
Are you regarding the
topic
whole
you
X? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try not to get an attitude. So, what me and Anna was talking about earlier,
Mhm.
with the whole, the couple living together, and the gentleman lost his job, and the
This
girlfriend,
is the topic. Oh.
the girlfriend thought it was okay in her head to reach out to the ex to get the rent money for her and her current boo. It's a hell fuck no for me, just plain and simple.
Wait, there were two people living together?
A couple.
A couple.
So me and you are together.
Right.
Mhm.
And you lost your job. You was paying the rent.
Mhm.
I ain't got enough.
Mhm.
I call Anna, my ex,
Mhm.
and get the rest of the... There you go. She here and now.
Wait. Then I gotta add on top of that. I want to add
And on top of that shit, you got some more?
because listen, there was something it was on Shade Room, and there was a couple who was going through that situation where the rent wasn't going to be met, and the guy was out seeking services from women. I don't want to say she was a sex worker per se, but she had services from him. Yeah, and he gave her $600 that was supposed to go towards their behind rent. Their outstanding balance of rent. And the girl found out, and lo and behold, she reached out to his girlfriend though and told her, oh, he's giving me this, he told me your situation, I'm gonna send you this just to be on the strength because I'm being nice. And you want to know what the girl had the nerve to say to her? Well, where is the rest? And the girl straight up told her, oh, I took my 20% off the top, so you're going to take what I'm giving you, because you better be glad I'm even telling you this information. Ain't that some shit?
That's so messy.
It's a lot of layers to that.
It's
is,
too many
because
layers.
I'm like, is your ex the only person that you had to
I,
call?
the mom,
in
or
this
somebody.
You ain't got no brothers,
Like, you ain't
no
have
block
nobody
boys.
else
How's your credit? Get along.
So called, yeah, I'm like, you ain't having.
He said it's too many loans you can get in one day.
Payday loans,
Because
one
at the end
man.
of the day, let's just say this. Would you rather have had her went out there and sold her pussy or call her ex for it?
There you now. When you come from that perspective, I can't be mad because it's a lot of men.
It's a lot of
I don't know if they're
mothers
willing.
and fathers who like, listen, I ain't got it. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I can to put food on the table. And man, because my mom raised me like that. Listen, if the jobs ain't come through and the applications going there, listen, we on the timeline, shit getting tight. But I know this pussy sells.
Oh
Okay?
my God, I'm done.
Well, I think
Okay,
at
I
least
can go dance on the
conversation should be.
tabletop.
I don't know.
You know, if something, I'm just saying, women can fucking make money without having a 9 to 5. So I'm just like, how tight?
Or
was it
without
before I
having
could
to
do it?
necessarily have sex.
That's why I said the tabletop. I was talking about the pool.
True. Me personally, I can't. I don't think I'll be able to.
Well, would you rather go on the pole or suck a dick?
I would rather be somebody's escort to go sit on their arm at a date and just be there.
No, baby, you ain't gonna be doing just the arm.
Just the arm. It's different now.
You gonna get the other arm.
I don't want that one. I don't want the baby arm.
That pool that you talking about is very,
I don't
very
want
small.
the baby
Yeah,
arm.
that pool is talking about is very small. Even
And
that
that's
come with a
okay.
little extra sugar. As we said, they gonna be just the arm.
Well, then I would just won't be in the business then.
You won't
That's
be-
how you know I don't know nothing about
That's
it.
why I said I'd rather get my ass on the pole.
Piccadilly, you got risque. I'll be pick your poison.
Baby.
I'm Uber
Because I'm going to go move these shit.
OnlyFans, I'm just saying.
for little toes.
Okay.
Anything goes.
Right.
Okay, I will take the customers in the lift ride over to the club, okay?
I will wait for
I will
you.
wait for you.
Okay, Desiree.
Okay.
Like, all right, I'm gonna
Clap
pick up a
these
couple more
sheets and
customers.
take you home at the end of the
Right.
night.
Yeah.
You
I'll
gonna
pick up a
charge
couple
for
of
it all.
customers, but I'm gonna be parked down the street after I'm
On
done.
the street, okay?
You make sure you slide your ass back in this car, and I'm gonna have the motherfucking app on.
Yeah.
That shit.
Okay. But so
Fuck
when you
it.
think about it from a perspective like that, it's just that's why I'm like, well, how bad was it? Because I'm just like, yo, her ex was the only person. Because I'm trying to think of all aspects here. This ex could have been somebody who could have been there when nobody else in her family was. His or her family.
It's
was,
a
you know what I
lot of
mean?
it's
It's a lot of different layers that can go into a story like that.
But I mean, when it
So,
comes to
like,
men
you know,
and how they think,
yeah, they
and
ain't
you as a
fucking none of that shit
woman,
or nothing.
even letting him know that was just like a shot in the dark.
Yeah, like niggas ain't taking
You can think
You
they
gotta
on
do
your
something
side what
like
they
that
want, but it's
without
like when a man think about how a man views you and they know what you possess as a woman, like, oh, they're gonna be attracted to this or that or whatever. Like you never really know 1,000%, but on just a basic level, it's just like, okay, I know my woman does this, she do that, she look like this, she like that. Nah, I ain't going for it.
Yeah.
They not going for it. The
Yeah.
average
That's why I
man is
said
not
they're
going
not.
for that. They're just not.
and I'm sure
That's why I said if you
his
did, you had to do it
ego
without telling.
Will
his
outweigh
ego is-
anything.
Yeah.
Fuck the sense, thinking that they got sense. Anything that's logical, it's the ego that's gonna surpass everything.
Mhm.
Well, if y'all remember, this happened in Soul Food too.
When she got him the job for her. Yeah. I
Yes,
forgot
when she
about
got
that.
Lim the
Y'all
job
pray
from
too
her.
much.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And when Lim found out, Lim fucking Sinet.
He did. I don't think
He
I
had
would
the
be
right-
bold.
yeah, he
I
had
don't
the right-
think I would be bold enough to
Again,
do shit like that.
she
I would have to
would've
tell
told-
somebody the terms and conditions because I would.
Yeah,
Respectfully,
she had
I need to
her
know.
under control. The ex knew he wasn't supposed to fucking say nothing, but he was just
He
trying
went
to
there
be
anyway.
spiteful.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she wasn't going to tell him.
She wasn't. I know she
gonna tell
wasn't.
him.
But for me personally,
But her nigga
doing-
needed a job.
it was the easiest connect that she had, honestly.
Right. That's why I'm like, the same thing literally happened in Soul Food.
Damn. That's a thing that's something. to
90s
think about.
movies, man. They told nothing but the truth. So
They did
God.
to the core,
They're
and
not
that's
on my
such a
leg.
classic movie. You can't even be mad.
Let's talk
about
about Waiting
that.
to Exhale. Her mom, Savannah, mom knew. She was like, Kenny's a good man. She knew he
That's
was
a
mad.
good man, Savannah. That's a good man.
Your ass ghetto.
Mom, I tell you what, you fucking marry him then.
And married him. She wasn't playing, okay?
Like, she told her daughter to go out there and sleep that married man.
7:30.
But ain't nothing better than, so what you gonna do, shoot me, Ike? You came to see me.
Not the Angela moment. Come on, Miss Dad.
He had to bring it down to like, so what you gonna do? Shoot me.
That's what I thought.
So on top of that, for the last thing of today, so we want to go get into the last thing. Okay. Black churches through white eyes. Oh Lord, let us flex.
Speaking of perspective,
Yeah,
because this was fun.
this was something.
This
For
was
me
fun.
personally, I went to school with people who talk like that, and honestly, one day I did have to tell somebody they went too far because his humor was so. He was like the white version of Dave Chappelle. And honestly, I know Dave Chappelle makes white people feel uncomfortable very, very often. He does. He really does. I love Dave Chappelle, but he really do push the borders. And
He
I
does.
love him for that. So this person...
They can get away with it.
Yes.
They can get away with it.
So for me, I think it's important to have that experience because you won't be able to ever tell the difference between the two. And I don't know these young men I don't know these young men personally, but I can tell that, honestly, like, they were they were trying to be funny. What's called funny. Whatever. So anyway, we have this clip from this viral clip that went viral,
Mhm.
if that makes any sense. And I'm just gonna let y'all listen to it because I need y'all opinion. So let me just let y'all learn this. Hold on, wait. It's not playing right now. Hold on, play. It's not playing. Oh my God, Chrissy, can you play it? Oh, you want to know what?
Church?
There you go.
Dude, those get you fired up. They're so much better than the regular church. They got a drum set. Yeah. Oh, dude, black church is definitely, you feel the Lord. Oh, you feel the Lord. And somebody will splash fucking hot grease on your back or something. Like, you don't even know what's going on. Like, you don't know if somebody just, like, ripped open, like, a lunch plate real fast. Yeah. Or maybe like, whipped her hair. Yeah. Like, you'll see a black lady, she'll have a fucking plant. She'll be watering a plant in her hand during the fucking sermon. Dude, people are dressed up. A grape or something? Oh, everybody smells good, dude. The Lord will pass through the room. Dude, at one point, like, I wanted to give more. I already donated, but I was like, send that bitch back. I want to donate more. Oh, yeah. It was like 3 hours, and it had an arc. Start out slow, you feel the closing bit, then it's the grand finale, and I just want to throw my wall in the damn air and be like, I'm converted, and then just throw it up there. Oh, I'll throw my arm into it. Yeah. Throw my fucking dick in the air and catch it in my mouth. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? If it calls for it. I'm like, God calls for it. If God calls for that.
I'm sorry, I had to laugh so hard. I'm sorry.
It's just like you feel.
Oh my God, he's saying catching my mouth if it calls for it. Yo, he's really a freak ass bull.
White people are like that though.
No, they are. But honestly, in comedy, when we talk about white people, we sound just like them.
Yep.
We do. It's either side.
That's why it made me laugh so hard.
Yeah. That's why it was funny.
That's why it was funny to me because I didn't take them serious, but I feel like I took their experience serious, but their literal recant of as to what transpired in this black church that they attended. Right. It was like, okay, cool. They say, oh yeah, hot grease. No, that's anointed oil being thrown on you. No, we're not doing that.
I think what I said was just bitten on that.
How the comments said, like what somebody in the comments said, what I got from them was we smell good, we sound good, listen,
and y'all know we close to the
church is lit in the black community, and that's why
we sing.
And honestly, for me, even though, listen, y'all might label me a heathen, I don't care what y'all label me, but me, for praise and worship, me personally, I might not be able to tell you the name of the song or the artist, but I'm going to sing that shit. Okay? I'm going to be on key and all that, okay? Because honestly, when me rebuilding my music catalog and how I told you the other day, that my shit got diluted and depleted. Diamond. Okay? Yes. Knock if you bet. Okay, so I'm sorry. Diamond. I gotta go.
We're back.
Listen, my shit got deleted. I'm gonna have to go back. And I have to go back.
No, even though some people it might come off as a mockery, but it was a compliment because they had to make it into a joke.
There you go.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't take offense
to be relatable. To be relatable.
But I ain't gonna lie, to cook oil.
That's
what I'm like. Is he talking about the? That's what I was
I took that as if you just gonna get you a fucking fried chicken plate after the church too.
There you go. Because Big Mama with the turkey wing arm is back there mixing.
Yes, she is. Yes,
and fixing everything.
While we shouting up on the first floor, we in the basement, they preparing a dinner for us. You know what I'm saying?
Because the white church is boring.
And I can say, and honestly, and this is where I wanted to bring my personal experience to this platform because I have been to a predominantly white church. I have also been to a Kingdom Hall. And for me, both of those other things were nothing compared to being into a predominantly black church.
Kingdom Hall, Jack.
I'm sorry, for me personally, my favorite part of church is praise and worship. I agree. I love when a choir when they got that harmony, and when I'm in the pews and I'm belting and you can hear me and I'm on harmony with you. We are together, okay? We are brother and sister in Christ at that moment. Jesus himself came down off the throne and sat on the altar and said, Ray, okay? He knew that it was for him at that moment. He didn't have to argue. He didn't have to make nobody be belittled, bewildered, lethargic, none of the above. He knew it was the praise for him, and we got on that stage and we said what we had to say that day, and that was it. Sorry. I just had to let the people know.
She got carried away.
No, I tried not to. But church is amazing for me. It is. When it gets to that praise and worship piece, and you got a choir who can sing, and you got the sopranos and the altos and the
non-singing ass choir.
Listen, it makes it hard.
I
love
left
y'all
the church
churches.
for that. I left
Yeah,
the church
because
because of
it's a
that.
lot of
You
y'all
do?
churches.
Yeah, I left the
Because
church
the praise and
They
worship, which is
couldn't
not
sing.
on
It was
point.
all key, and I was just like,
I couldn't do it.
I'm gonna be back. Go to God, forgive me, please. I just said I was going to the bathroom, and I just actually left.
He
Went to the
gonna
bathroom
forgive
home.
you. He's gonna
Not
not
you
forgive
went to
them
the
because they
bathroom and
wasn't
actually made
offering
a
up the praise that
Yeah,
was
I went to the
right.
bathroom at my house. Thank you.
They wasn't offering up the right praise. The Lord wasn't gonna.
Yeah, I was just like, and I said, and then when I looked, the offering plate was going around. I said, oh no.
Not even praise and worship.
Yes, Lord.
That's how I thought they was making their money.
Mm-mm.
No.
Y'all know
It's
y'all
not even a
can't
money grab at that moment. But honestly, when it's praise and worship,
It's a
people-
door grab. Go,
See?
leave, exit.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Like this
Before
is
everybody
not
get in line to pay by debit, yeah.
Is any more seats? Actually, 3 of them just came up right there.
There you
Y'all
go.
We got 3 vacancies in the back.
Y'all
Okay.
crazy.
No, but y'all know y'all there. Listen, I love a church with some good singing. Okay,
Mhm.
if you can't sing, I'm gonna let you know.
Mm-hmm.
I love a good church with some good singing and a
Mhm.
message.
Yeah.
And I thoroughly, and for me,
the message is the best.
Yes,
a
that's
person
right.
That's
who
the
has
only reason why I go to church.
experienced, yeah.
Singing and a message.
What
a
church
person
you
who
go
has experienced
I go to
both
church in Delaware. I go to Christian Love Worship Cathedral.
to? Okay. What church you go to?
by my bed Baptist. Thank you. And my mom actually just approached me about finding another church house, but like for me, I'm not in a rush because it's just like every time I'll be irritated after a couple years. It never fails. I always have to wind up leaving a church. I might as well praise God in my house because when there are 2 or 3, you are still praising the Lord. Thank you very much, America, for watching this.
She gets caught in moments a lot.
Yes, I mean.
It's okay.
No, my mom really did ask me about that because she really did ask me. She was like, I just want us to praise the Lord together. And like the last time that my family was praising the Lord together, she wanted, yeah, but like honestly, for me, like I'm not in a rush. Like I don't feel like in a rush because honestly, like it's gonna be something with every pastor. It's gonna be something with every congregation. It's gonna be something with everybody ministry. So why not just stay home and be in my Bible? Honestly, I'm not saying that I will never go to church again. I'm just saying for me personally, I'm not on the hunt like, oh my God, I need to find a church house. Yeah, God has been showing me, yeah, you need to come, bring me back on in a little bit. Yeah, come back here to the cross. And I never left him. However, I just don't feel like I'm in a rush because I feel like in 2 or 3 years, I'm going to be looking up and it's time for me to go again. Here we go.
Now see this. People say
because people get people that come in and take over. You got the Kojics, you got this, you got that, you got church gossip, you got people looking past stuff, you got the ministry is really devilish as hell. I'm cool. I'm good.
Because I like to, I get a little rough. And I seen the old one of the old choir member recently posted something. I forgot what they said about, there was something like in regards to like church hurt or something like that. And I'm like, I just to fight anywhere. There was a bunch of comments about, situations in the church. It goes down in the pulpit.
Not in the DM, but the pulpit.
It goes down in the pulpit.
Oh wow, not the DM, but the pit.
I don't have a problem with beating your ass in the name of Jesus. I really don't.
Oh my goodness, Christine. We're gonna pray for her. We're gonna pray for her.
I don't. No, I'm saying that to say that I get you. I agree with situations.
Yeah.
We done
had some situations. There you go. My sister in Christ. There you go.
I don't care. And the Lord knows my heart and knows exactly
yes,
why
he
I was
do.
gonna take that ass.
There you go. A boop boop. A us. There you go.
Okay. And I wasn't wrong.
I'm just a guest.
I'm just a guest. Do you go to church though, Dionté?
I did belong to a church, Bethel Deliverance.
Okay.
But pandemic started and I never went back.
Okay.
Wasn't no reason, I just never went back.
Okay.
But I do need to go back home. Sometimes I feel
Empty without God.
most times, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
He's
got a lot to be
important.
thankful for.
He's important. Very important. I think we all feel that same way.
And I'm glad that you guys, that no matter what space that you are physically in and out of a church house building, that you are staying connected.
Absolutely.
Either way.
It's important.
That's the most important part. And of course, no, audience, we didn't mean to completely go religiously left on you guys. But damn it, some of you guys need a little God because you just niggerish.
Whatever you believe in,
so that's what's wrong with some of y'all. That you ain't got no type of God and you ain't got no guide or no guidance. Okay?
And I ain't ashamed to say that God is for me. Sorry, I don't know who you
Definitely
are.
for me.
He's definitely for me. He's definitely my cup of
He's
tea.
done a lot and
I am
more.
the holiest heathen that you'll ever find. Okay? Holiest heathen. Okay, I'm going to get a t-shirt made with that. Holy heathen.
Heathen. But anyway,
She always said it when I say holy heathen. So, let our guests, our audience, let them know where to find you. Any handle that you want to put out there, we want them to be able to find you, catch up with you. maybe even audition for some things.
And know what's going on with you. What you have any shows coming up? Let them know.
So they can support you.
Absolutely. You guys can find me at Happy Hour. I'm just playing.
The bottom of the bottle. It's like
no, seriously though. You guys can find me. Follow me on IG at DM as in Montana. That's my middle name. Yes, Lord.
Montana.
It's my middle name. I love it. K King DMK _ the star. I will follow you back. I will not get Hollywood. Right now I'm not auditioning. Well, actually, no. Wait. One guy did drop out of my play, so I'm looking for one more character. So if you got what it takes, if you're flexible, if you can do rehearsals on Saturdays, either in person or in Zoom between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., inbox me. And please have a resume.
yes,
Please.
a headshot.
You heard her. A headshot.
Not
resume.
Nick Mills kind of headshot.
Please
You
don't.
know what?
And it better be from a iPhone because I will be able to tell. Okay. And have a monologue ready. You know, the show is scheduled to premiere September 9th. Tickets will go on sale in August. Right now, I gotta make sure that everything is locked and loaded for the place. It's going to take place down here in South Philly at 13th and Reed at the Theater Exhibit.
Oh.
So,
You in South Philly?
yeah, I had to. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to go to other theaters who I may not say no names, but they weren't professional.
Oh yeah,
They
we
weren't
We've
can't.
experienced some of them.
Yeah, it was the silence emails, and then when I call, we don't do that no more.
Okay, well then say that via email.
Yeah, you know,
Thank you.
You're a theater, but okay, not a problem.
Right,
Not a problem.
right, yeah.
And the reason I did not show off because it's my money. I'm not supposed to spend my money there.
There you
know what I
go.
mean?
Right.
So yeah.
There you go.
I think they should, be fucked by a horse dick. But hey, I ain't gonna go. Yeah. So, and this cast, may I say, this cast chemistry with each other, like they, I can't.
You like it?
I love it.
I love that for you. I'm so
I
excited
love
that
it.
to hear that. Like it sounds like you're really excited.
Just watching him, it's like watching your son take his first step.
Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful. I'm telling you. We was on rehearsal on Zoom yesterday, and just watching him, I'm just like this, like man,
This is
mesmerized.
going to be amazing.
It is.
I'm gonna buy my mama a ticket because y'all premiering 2 days before her birthday,
Yeah.
and she won't be 60. I need to show her some cultures.
And this is gonna be on my mother's birthday.
Town that same day.
Mhm.
Like I'll be going for a week when I get back in town that day.
Then the show's on my mother's birthday. Let her rest in peace.
Oh, your mom is a Virgo like my mom. My mom is, and her twin brother is the 11th. You did say
September.
that.
Wow, September 11th.
September 11th.
Yeah. And my best friend, hers September 7th.
That's my niece's birthday. She'll be 3.
My grandmother is September 8th.
My grandmother is September 17th, and she died on September
And if
18th.
I'm not mistaken, just to throw
Wow.
it
Yeah,
out
that's
there
crazy,
for
right?
this year
Sorry,
in September, I believe that'll be our 100th episode around.
Yes,
that
it'll be
Oh,
around that
congrats,
time. Yes,
congrats,
September's going to be a good time for us. So shout out to the fall coming through.
Shout out to September 2020.
Okay.
Shout
Period.
out.
Yes.
We're going to end this year with a high note.
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
Because it's,
And high hopes.
for me, it's absolutely. It's been a little, it was a little turbulence for me at the
There you
beginning.
go.
A little bit.
And it's
A lot of death. A lot
Yeah,
of death.
yeah.
I guess God said, let me call a couple people home because.
Gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, it's like you can't question it, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So, what is the name of your play debuting on September? Can you tell people the name of the play?
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh, not yet?
Not
Okay,
yet.
sorry.
Y'all gonna know everything in August.
Okay. All right.
On
In
copyright
August.
reasons,
Okay,
that's
cool.
why.
That's
Oh,
okay.
of course.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Anybody,
Okay.
listen, anybody gonna put up there that we don't need copyright,
Yeah.
motherfucker. So y'all
But just
Because
gonna,
like-
I will find you.
cause
Yeah.
y'all gonna wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will find you.
We
Trust
gonna
me.
find you.
Yeah.
We gonna find you.
And we are going to have a powwow. I
Period.
will find you.
Oh, pow wow. Loud, pow wow. Watch out now. It's the little one and it's not bow wow.
But no, you guys, I mean, if I must say so, this show is going to be an eye-opener.
Period.
It's going to be fun. You guys might want to beat up one of my cast members because of the character he's playing. He plays a narcissist. He plays a narcissist. I'm just leave it at that. So please don't beat him up. He's just acting. He's just
Okay,
acting.
okay.
All right.
But if we want to beat him up, that means he did a great job.
Exactly.
And
Right.
you will, because I'll be like, what are you talking about?
Like,
I forgot. I wrote. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'll be forgetting. I'm like, you right. And
You right.
you're right. And it's this one particular character. he does film, but this is his first play.
Okay.
And the way he reads it, it's shout out to Kyle Andre. His work ethic is breathtaking.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna give all of them a shout out.
Shout out to the kids.
This one character who's playing Kim, I can't say her name yet. Really, she. I can tell she was practicing in the mirror. That's what she said. She said, "I'm gonna practice in the mirror." Her face expression, her body language. I'd be like, I said, you guys, I really don't have to babysit. Y'all got this.
That's a loving feeling.
That's a beautiful feeling.
I love that for you. I'm excited to see it. I want to come. I want to be. I'm gonna get my popcorn.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Jerron is playing the narcissist. Jerron and I worked together for my first play. He normally does modeling.
Okay.
And the way he did it, I'm just like, I said, you really are an asshole. And he's like, well, I was just like, don't say that. Like, you know.
Play the part.
Right.
Kanye on it.
Right.
Okay.
But these two girls, Jordan and Brandy, they are amazing. And like, Jordan face expressions kills me every time. And it goes perfect for her part. Brandy is just, her energy fills up the room. And I'll just be like, where have y'all been on my other projects?
Yeah,
I will tell you this, and I think it's safe to say, these people that I have, I'm going to carry them for a long time.
Absolutely.
Come on, Tyler Perry.
I am.
You know
and put them to their fullest, because I feel like even with how they presented themselves to you, how they arrived in such a big way, in such a, like, they take up space, but they're going to take up even more space once they're done working with you, because they're going to be pushed to their full potential. And like, you can probably see them in other areas, as other characters and other plays and work that you have in the making. So shout out to you and your cast, man. Like, shout out to y'all. So we were looking forward to seeing all of y'all. Like, honestly, do y'all think?
They're doing it. No, they're doing it already, and they're not even off books yet. That's the crazy thing.
Wow.
So wait till they off books, and we start blocking. That's what we call blocking, when we're going to do cues, listen out for cues and things like that. I mean, it's like it's natural to them.
That's what's up.
That's good. Second nature.
Yeah, and like, and
it sounds like it's something in this story that some piece that they relate to, which is why they're able to.
We did talk about that. They can. We did talk about it. Actually, just about all of them so far, they can relate to something or have an idea.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. You but you guys are in for a treat come September.
Okay.
You guys are in for a treat.
Yes, and make sure y'all check back with him and his handle once again.
August, the name, we getting the details.
Yes.
Yes.
DMK_the_star. So
and
go
don't
check
worry,
him out.
tickets ain't gonna be $150. Only $35. Now if y'all can go now, right.
Now if y'all don't act like that on no $35. Over a little
even a little 50 ain't bad.
Y'all can do a little $35. Like, come on.
Right.
A little $35. So
show up and show out.
Show up, show out. Y'all do all that other shit.
And if you know a friend that's supposed to be in this male role that he has, that needs to be, snatched up out the universe, go on and put him onto that. He undropped his handle. Tell him show up and show out. All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you for joining us another week. Yes. We are so glad to have Dionté here. We love what he does. We love his personality. Everything about him. We had such a great conversation the first time we met, and a great conversation here. So once again, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I am just only one half of the To Each His Own podcast crew. Sun-Kissed Chalk, aka Anna, and who are you?
I'm the other half, y'all know I'm the little ratchet one, CHRISSIE bitch.
Oh my God.
Together we are
To Each His Own.
Join us next week and bring a friend and stay to the end. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.